After the conclusion of Sunday's most recent games, the NFL playoff picture for 2024 is now set. First off, in the AFC, we have the Houston Texans going up against the Cleveland Browns. I think I think the I think the Browns are going to win this because in their last game against Texans, they slaughtered them. And that was with Joe Flacco, and it was a fully healthy Texans team. So I think this is an easy win for the Browns. And then next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. And in this game, obviously, I think we have the Bills. They won the division. They finished 11-6. And the Steelers, they don't have TJ Watt. They were shaky. I don't think they're going to win. And after this, we have the Dolphins and the Chiefs, who both really, really overperformed this year. They both are shaky teams, but I think out of these two, I think that Kansas City is going to win because Arrowhead Stadium, Mahomes in the playoffs, Kelsey, as well as good as I think the Dolphins are. I think the Chiefs will just have enough to beat them, considering they also beat them in the regular season. This will leave us with the Browns facing up against the Ravens in the AFC divisionals, and I think we have the number one seed Ravens winning that because of their just really good record, and they're just a better team overall for the most part. And in the Bills and Chiefs game, I have the Buffalo Bills winning that. I don't think the Chiefs are that good this year. They don't have a good supporting cast around Mahomes, and the Bills have a very good offense. So I don't really think there's going to be much of a difficulty for the Bills to take the Dolphins down, the Chiefs down. And then we have a Bills Ravens AFC Championship game. This game would be really close. Both of these teams are just really, really good. But with the way that the Baltimore overpowered the Dolphins, and the Dolphins' defense is just about at their bills, I think the Ravens barely win this. Just because of how good their team is and how good their defense is, especially. I just don't think. I think the Bills would come close. I just don't think they'll win. All right. AFC, NFC. We have starting off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles. We saw this game months ago, let's say in September or early October. You would say that this is a very easy win for the Eagles. But with a new change, with the Eagles being very bad down the stretch, I think that they'll still win. Hold on, let me get that out there. They'll still win. I just don't think it'll be that close for domination. And it's just surprising to me in the first place that teams like the Buccaneers made it this year. Because their last one against the Panthers, they won 9-0 against the worst team in football. So I think we clearly have a winner there. And then in Dallas, we have the Cowboys versus the Packers. And I'm not sure for this game. The Cowboys are a very easily exposable team, but the team like the Packers is the kind of team that they beat all year, and I love that Jordan Love is in the playoffs. I love that team is in the playoffs, but I just don't. I sadly don't think that the Packers are going to win this one. I think the Cowboys are just going to ultimately overpower them. And then going off in Detroit, we have the Rams versus the Lions. We have Stafford visiting his old team in the playoffs and Goff playing against his, so it should be a fun game. And in this game, I have the Rams winning, actually, as a matter of fact. I think the Rams offense is really good. They have Stafford, who was really good this year. They have Cup, best receiver in football when he's at his full potential. But Puka Nakua, crazy surprise this year. And Kyren Williams out of the backfield is just a completely dangerous offense that I think people aren't giving enough credit to as they should. And the Lions are good, but as shown in the Cowboys game a few weeks ago, I think they're a very easily exposable team, so I don't really think they'll make it. All right. Then coming off of that, we have San Francisco 49ers and Philadelphia Eagles rematch. These two teams faced each other last year in the NFC Championship game, where the not Baltimore Ravens, the Philadelphia Eagles overpowered them to make the Super Bowl. I think we have the Niners winning this one because the Niners are a very good team that very much beat the Eagles last time they played each other, and I just think that this game, I think the Niners are easily going to get it, considering how shaky the Eagles were down the stretch. And in the other one, the other NFC playoff game, I have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Los Angeles Rams, and I think in this game we have, honestly, you know what? I think we're going to have a Rams upset. I think we're going to have a Rams upset because I think they're not talked about enough about how good of a team they are. Their defense is but I think with the Cowboys, I think this game would be this game would be at AT&T. But I think that the Rams are going to come out and beat this team out of nowhere, and I think it's going to be a really good upset. And then NFC Championship game, have a rematch of 2021. I think we have here I think we're going to have the Niners winning because the Niners are a really good team. And we're not going to count in the last game of the season where the Rams play the Niners because both teams were sitting all their starters, and they sit all their starters, and they only play in the game they did play each other, and then both teams had all their starters. It was actually really close. It was really close. It was 23-30. But this is what down the stretch in that game, though, the Rams got outscored. They were leading at half. No, it was a tie game. Yeah. This is going to be a good game if it comes to this, but I think the Niners will ultimately come out on top. And call me lame for going with the obvious pick, the 2-1 seeds making it all the way to the Super Bowl, but I think that's just what it's going to come down to. And I think that your 2023 to 2024 Super Bowl champions will be San Francisco 49ers. As much as the Ravens beat them in the Christmas game a few weeks ago, I don't really think that we're gonna have a repeat of that. I think that the Ravens are gonna be met with the challenge by the Niners. I think the Niners weren't playing to their full potential that day, and I think this time around the Niners are just gonna get their revenge and they're gonna get the Super Bowl win. All right, those are my 2024 playoff predictions. All right, that's not too shabby.